24, we're back. Live shot there from Century Plaza Hotel and Spa. And come on back inside the studio. Lesley-Anne Scorgie back on the BT couch. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Now we have to introduce that awkward, what can potentially be that awkward conversation as we talk taxes here.
That's right. Tax season is probably the least favorite season for Canadians. It's because we often don't even know if we're getting a refund or if we owe taxes. And so there's a lot of cranky people out there wondering, geez, how am I going to get organized in time for filing, which is at the end of April.
So deadline April 30th to file those taxes. If in fact you do owe something and you're late, then you start paying interest after that date.
That's right. So you don't want to be in that position where you owe and you're late because you're paying penalties. If you are expecting a refund though and you're late, you don't have to pay those penalties, but I generally just don't recommend that. Try to keep on top of it so that you don't have this monkey on your back that you're carrying forward.
So if people are overwhelmed, they need to get organized, maybe they haven't filed in previous years, they need to catch up, what do you recommend is a great starting point to get things together?
Very easy. Get out a trusty file folder, and anything that's coming in the mail that is tax related, put it in the file folder. And if you're getting e-documents, so the ones that are emailed to you or that you download, you also need to print those off and put those in the file folder as well. I tend to have a few files on hand. So I've got this year, last year, and the one before, because one of the great ways to determine if you're missing something is look at the previous year's file folders. If you're missing something this year, it generally means you're going to have to call and ask for a duplicate. If that doesn't solve your problems of what am I missing, call Canada Revenue Agency, and it's the individual inquiries helpline that you're calling. They'll be able to tell you if you've got a T4, a T3, or T5 that's missing. And then last, sign up for Canada Revenue Agency's My Account. It's a fantastic way to keep tabs on previous year's returns and RRSP contribution limits, tax-free savings account information, and it's your personal profile. Another like helpful tip is if you have given your social insurance number for anything, you probably should expect a tax form. So use that memory.
As you share some of these tips, how has the technology changed with, and there's a mobile app for the CRA as well, isn't there?
There are. There's actually a few. You can now track your benefits. So let's say you were receiving the child tax benefit or EI. You can now actually track those payments using the My Benefits app. And then we have the My Account technology. And what I'm really impressed with is the CRA has implemented notification systems, and it's all mobile. So congratulations to the CRA. They're catching up with technology, and it's making our lives a lot easier, and the ability for us to track a lot easier. That should help reduce some of the stress.
And what do you need to sign up for the account information-wise?
So you need your social insurance number, and they're going to provide you with a secret PIN number, and then you can start using your account.
That's a great jump start. Any tax credits we should be aware of, specifically filing for the 2016 year?
There are a few things to note. So the fitness and arts credit for children is actually coming down this year. So parents, if you were thinking you had as much as you did last year, you don't. Also related to children, the Universal Child Tax Benefit and other forms of like benefits are now being rolled into just one child tax benefit. And then the last thing, which is huge for people in Vancouver and Toronto in particular, is if you've sold your house this year, you now have to give the government a lot more information, like what you paid for the house, when it was sold, how much you made on the house. You don't have to pay taxes on your primary residence, but if you are trading in real estate, there are some implications. So they want to know more about your real estate situation, so that's new.
They're watching us.
They're watching.
Favorite question to ask if you're looking for professional support with an accountant to know it's the right fit? What's your go-to?
So always get a referral from a friend or family member that's using an accountant. Do not try and do your taxes if you are at all uncomfortable. And then there are some really affordable services out there. And I was mentioning to folks here that H&R Block, for example, they have master services and basic services. Generally speaking, if you have more than one source of income or some kind of complication that happened this year, you got married, divorced, somebody passed away, you need a professional to help you with your filing.
Lesley-Anne has spoken right here. Great advice ahead of the
Thank you.
April 30th deadline. You can follow along on social media and, of course, her website. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.